You on with the husbands. Me, your host, Stacey Jordan. Of course, I got my fellow husband with me, Stu, baby.
Hey!
Yeah, I got the coach, Coach Will.
What's up?
And we got a special guest husband, Algiers Diamond.
I'm here.
Is in with us tonight. Yes. Oh, yeah. Now it's time for the moment that I've personally been waiting for. This real talk. Hey, people, you watched her blindfolded and the story unfolded. A surprise proposal that brought you to tears, followed by a wedding the same day that made the whole world cheer. These two broke the internet with their love story, and now the story continues. Husbands, please help me welcome Alfred and Sherrell. They are forever Duncan. Duncans, you're on with the husbands.
Yes.
Man, it's good to have y'all here. Listen.
I'm gonna have a hard time calling her a husband, man.
I know, right? Look, it was supposed to be funny, right?
Okay.
But then we do this segment. We talk about married lover, baby lover. She like, I'm marrying Maxine. I'm gonna get her pregnant. Like, whoa. This show went too far left, way left. I'm more center, but anyway, it's good to have y'all, man.
It's good to be here.
I'm fans of y'all now.
Oh man.
Like in my mind, we friends. Like we hang out.
in real life.
But do you see what happens when wives take charge and make things happen?
Hey, listen. I'm gonna tell you the real honest to God's
Here
truth.
we go.
But look, I got some of my biggest speaking engagement came through my wife.
Yeah.
I've met like really famous people. They know my name because my wife said something.
Yeah.
Like part of the reason that I'm here is because my wife, I'm telling you, she hooks me up.
Yeah.
Seriously, she hooks me up.
They always do, man.
They do, man. If you got a good one,
I
got a good one.
I do. I have a great one, actually. You said if you have a good one.
Not everybody does. Not you. But
In general,
not like if you got a good one.
Yeah, because my bad. I got you. I understand.
Nah, listen, man. Part of the reason y'all are here because we did a show together, and she spoke very highly of you.
Oh, yeah.
Very highly.
She better have.
Yeah.
Oh,
and there it is.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh man, that's awesome.
This is the husband show. This is the husband show. I'm on the husband show. I feel comfortable. Let's get it.
Oh my God.
That's what it is.
This gonna be better than I thought.
Don't try to switch sides now. Don't try to switch sides now. Don't even do it.
Oh man, yes. This is gonna be good, man. But look, people have heard your story, man. Y'all been everywhere, right? Y'all have been on Good Morning America. Y'all did TDJ show. Steve Harvey giving you shout outs. Y'all done a whole bunch of radio, man. And what has it been like since your wedding day, man?
It's been a whirlwind.
Yeah.
To be honest, the first year, our first anniversary, we were just so happy that the year was over.
Really?
Yeah.
Over? Like
over. Like we got through it. It was just so much pressure. Like you just gotta think, we just planned to get married. Well, she didn't know, so I just planned to get married to her, and then all of a sudden you just thrown into this like limelight and this platform, and people have expectations and then now we're getting these expectations on ourselves. Like we were immediately flown out to California, met with like 7 to 8 different networks about TV shows and all. So now we getting all excited.
Literally a month after we got married.
Really?
The day after we got married, like phone calls flooding in from everywhere.
The real,
like
Steve Harvey, like
everything.
The day after this was on a Sunday. We got married on a Saturday. We started getting calls and emails on Sunday.
Really?
Yes.
And you don't know how to handle it. Like we don't have a manager or none of that.
Yeah, right.
So they just
now
coming
you
in.
got all that. You got those walls up and you know how to handle it. But like the day after,
we didn't have it.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, like for my last day at my job was that Friday before the wedding.
Really?
He has not been back to work because it's been crazy.
Oh man.
Yeah, so
but you're the guy though. Like you're Grammy nominated, Emmy nominated. You ain't need a job anyway, son. You the man.
That's
them
good.
trophies, yeah, I hear you. But them trophies, boy, I can't get that to Pepco.
He come to the door to cut it off like
yeah, exactly. They not taking that.
You better hope it's shine in the dark, homie. Oh man.
That's good.
Oh wow.
So yeah, we were happy that it was over. and now it's beautiful. I feel like we're living in our purpose.
Yeah.
Like both of us individually and collectively. Like it's just so much better now.
Yeah, it is. It was I mean, I was just happy to just finally have sex with my husband, right?
Wow.
Because
Say that again.
we were practicing celibacy.
Oh, right. That's right.
We were living with each other.
Right. Living with each other.
Yeah, we were living with each other, and we were practicing celibacy, and we had been through premarital class, and we had been that year, the same year we got married, we had been to like 8 weddings, and I was just sick of weddings. I was sick. I was just sick. I was like, yo, when is he gonna propose? But I didn't. It started getting crazy like in September. We got married in October. We got married October 1st. And September is when I started feeling crazy. I started feeling like one weekend I called him at work. I was like, no, I didn't even call him. I left him a note at home. And the note said, I'm going to my mom's this weekend. We need some time. I don't know what's happening right now. I just need some time.
There was no argument.
We didn't have no argument.
Like,
we were good.
Not the day before. Before I went to work, I just came home and it's a note.
Yeah.
But I'm like.
But they do that sometimes, though.
No, but I think that.
I saw you pause. I'm going to stop.
No. Hey, we this is real here.
Right,
I have no problem with it. Yeah, so she left.
I think we have always been so connected emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. We've always been like extremely connected, even when we just first started dating.
Yeah.
So I felt like something was going on that whole month. Like everybody, I kept telling people like, am I about to die? Like what's going on? Like I literally, you can ask him, like for 3 days I did not eat and I had hunger breath.
Really?
Yes. On the third day he came home, he was like,
I had hunger breath.
baby, you gotta eat.
You can't
Because I could not eat. My spirit was like, what is going on? I could not eat for 3 days. I didn't even drink water for 3 days.
Well, now that's getting dangerous.
Yes.
Like, you can go without food, without water.
He came home on the third day. He was like, baby, you have got to eat.
Yeah.
Like, and it was so, my clients was acting funny. My parents were acting funny. And I would go see my parents 3 or 4 times a week because they didn't live far from us. But my father, when I would go in, my father couldn't look at me in my face. My mother was acting funny. Everybody was acting so funny. And I was just like, oh my God, God is about to take me home. I'm about to die.
Oh, wow.
It was just a lot. He didn't tell you.
I
it
just
was
let it be.
crucial. He just let it ride out. He didn't say nothing.
I just
but
went
it was
and got
crucial.
some coffee, and just let it ride out because I knew what was happening. So I wasn't going to let her.
No, so what's happening?
Wait, how long were you guys dating though?
We had started. Well, I was dating him before he was dating me.
Yes.
So,
no, look, that's like they my friends in my head. Like we already been hanging out.
So
right?
yes.
So when I knew of her for a long time.
Okay.
And I was in a 5-year relationship, and then I got out of that relationship, and I told myself I need some time to get myself straight.
Yeah.
And then me and her started talking, and she wanted to be more than what I was willing to give her at that point. Now I wanted to, get to know her exclusively, but it was just certain things that she was asking for that I just wasn't ready to give. Like one day she came to my house, and we were in the room. She was helping me clean my room, and she just looked at me in my face and she said, I get this messed up all the time. But she said something in the
I said,
Go ahead.
I said, I'm falling in love with you.
And then I said,
I don't feel comfortable with you telling me that. I don't want you to tell me that no more. I cussed him out. I started throwing clothes. I said, I'm in here helping you. I'm helping you. And I just stormed out, and we didn't talk for like 4 months.
But I had an experience like that with my wife. Like I was like, I don't want us to just just be doing this to go through the motions. Like because I didn't feel I felt like I want to like you. I want to get a chance to like you without having this on.
I don't want to feel obligated to say I love you back. And I'm not ready for that. And so we separated. Well, we didn't talk for like 3 months. Now, mind you, she thinking I'm her boyfriend or whatever. so she broke up with me. But I'm like, okay, all right, cool. So she come back like 3 months later, and she say, and we kicking, everything is good. And she says, I think that. So I have a son. My son is his name is Blake. and he is 14. She has a daughter who's 7, which is now my daughter, and which is now her son.
Yeah.
And so she came to my house and said, I think that
let me tell you.
No. I want to tell you.
I ain't never seen my family like this.
Okay, go ahead.
Don't tell my parts.
Don't answer my parts either. You answer my parts.
It's my time to talk.
Okay, all right.
I love this.
I called him and I was like, because mind you, all right, he had got out of a 5-year relationship. I had been single. Well, he's showing off.
This is the same place. He said it's the same place. I just said
this the husband show. He can show off.
Stay focused.
What you gonna eat?
Okay. You got a point. Go ahead. I'm gonna calm down. You're right. Let me sit down. All right, good. Hey, bro.
He don't eat curry out.
I'm good.
He don't eat curry out.
I'm good, bro.
So anyway, he had been his situation, and I had been like newly single as well with my daughters. My daughter's father and I, we had split. So I'm in my zone. I had gained over 100 pounds, and I had some medical issues. So I'm in I lost over 100 pounds. So I'm in the process right now of just like finding myself and getting myself back together, because I'm pulling myself out of depression. I'm pulling myself out of trying to commit suicide twice and a heart attack. Like, these are all the things that I'm coming from, right? So all of these things, right? And then I officially meet him, and he just rocked my world in a way that no one else had rocked my world before. And it wasn't even about sex. It was more so...
He's like, yes, it was. That's what it was.
Without even smashing that dude. Yeah.
Hey, bro. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Hey, this is a safe space. I'm sorry.
And next week's guest husband. Keep on slipping, big fella. Just kidding.
This is why women don't want to give us a safe space. Bro, we let it go.
All right, go ahead, baby. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know who's gonna put his clothes away, who's gonna fold them, who's gonna do any of this stuff.
Go ahead.
They don't know how to do it either.
Oh man.
So anyway, I had never met, my daughter had never met any other man. Right. And so I called him and I was like, you have Blake, I have Gabby today. Let's go take them to get some pizza. It's a nice day.
And I said, listen, I really don't feel comfortable with you meeting my son right now.
Wow. Putting all the guards up.
And she cussed me out again.
And I was like, I don't know who this nigga thinks. F you and everybody that you don't want me to meet.
Wow.
I had never, because this is what I was used to.
Yeah.
I was used to meeting somebody, right? And we kick it, and then immediately we move in together. It's so quick.
Oh, yeah.
But with him, it was like everything was so
methodical. It's a process.
You needed some boundaries, though.
Yeah, I needed boundaries, and I needed that for me, not just for us. I needed that for me because I was still trying to heal from what I just came from out of the relationship, and also what I put myself through mentally. Right. So I appreciate him for being honest, even though I was pissed in a moment. But every time we was, I don't even know if I want to say this because you on this ego thing. You don't even know. Yes, he is.
Give that love. Give that love.
He's showing off.
I mean,
let him go ahead. I want to hear it.
It is what it is.
I want to hear it.
I'm gonna let him live. I'm gonna let him live. I'm gonna let him live. This is the husband show, so I'm gonna let him live.
Let him
Look
live.
at them. They loving this.
I'm eating this up. This is going to be on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Play tonight. Y'all check it out. Y'all check it out. But go ahead.
I forgot what I was saying. No, he said, he what did he say? What was I saying? Lord Jesus.
He was saying every time.
Boundaries you needed.
Yeah, so every time we would separate, I would be sick. Like, me and my brother shared an apartment together. I would be so sick because I just it was like I yearned to speak with him. Oh, wow. Just have a conversation, not even be in each other's presence. But my pride was up here, my ego was up here, and I'm like, I'm not tripping off him, I'm not chasing him, I ain't never chased no dude. But my brother was like, you in here like a fiend, dog.
Really?
You may want to hit him up.
Wow.
And it would just always be like that. But this is what I did. Before we started talking, I prayed for a man just to be honest with me. Oh, wow. Just to be honest. See? That's all I want. He don't have to have no car. He don't have to have anything. As long as he's honest with me, we can work everything out.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And my friends used to be like, you better be careful about just paying for honesty because he may not have. But he was exactly what I prayed for. And I didn't even realize it until I was going through like that sickness, like from being apart from him.
You know,
it was crucial.
My wife says the same thing to me. And while you were saying that, this thought came to mind. A good man for real, like, has standards. And his standards do something for the people around him, for his kids, for his woman. You know, like we know that a woman is a nurturer, but a really good man is a standard bearer. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
He's got the boundaries. And that is, those two things together hold a family together.
Yeah.
The nurturing, the nourishment, and the standard. Like, we need both.
Yeah.
You know, and I've heard you talk about it before. Even the host of the other show was talking about it.
Yeah.
But, you know, listening to that's really true. Like, it's not often that you find a guy like that, which is a shame, and I think we can do better and make more men like that. But, I mean, it's really powerful to hear what you're saying about him and the effect that it had on you.
Yeah, I mean, even my family, like my father, like my brothers and sisters, my mother, they just like, my father told me, he was like, I feel safe now. I feel safe knowing that when I leave, you're protected.
Wow.
Like, and they have not like really, well, let me not, but they love him as if he was theirs. My mother loves him. Like when I get off the phone with my mother, and I could be in the car by myself, and she'd say, we're about to get off the phone. She'd say, all right, I love you and Black. I love y'all. And he not even with me, you know, and it's just, it shows in me who he is. And it's a good reflection. You know, I never really understood, when you go out in public, you are a good reflection of the person you're with. And it shows, you know, through my family, it shows.
That's amazing.
beautiful.
What you got?
I got a question for Alfred, bro. Is it a lot of pressure you hearing this right now? Is it a lot of pressure on you to keep up your end of the bargain on this?
No.
This woman is all in.
Nah, not at all. Like, you know, this partnership is destined by God.
Wow.
I've never been a part of something that I'm so connected to and so like in tune with. Like, it's amazing. Like, I definitely know that God brought us together.
Yeah.
I also know that God gave us this platform because we did a lot of work prior to this. Everybody sees the wedding. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody sees this fairy tale, but they forgot that Little Red Riding Hood had to walk through the forest.
Yeah,
And
man.
the wolf was trying to get him.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So before we get to this happy ending, we put in a lot of work.
Yeah.
And to this day, we still putting in a lot of
Yes.
work. And man, this connection is just so powerful, man. It's just so powerful that, you know, I hear this. She tells me this type of stuff, you know, all the time. She always, okay, so people, after the wedding, everybody was coming and saying, you know, you raised the bar for men, dog. Come on, man. I'm a top dad, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
And I feel you, you know, but I say this too. You have to understand what she did for me and my soul in order for me to pull
Jesus.
something like that off for her.
Yeah.
So while you sitting here saying that, you know, I raised the bar for men, and a lot of women are saying this.
Yeah.
You have to understand that she raised the bar for y'all. Because some of the things that she did, a lot of y'all wouldn't even put up with. You know, if I wasn't making all of this money.
Yeah.
I didn't have the best credit. You know what I'm saying?
Can I tell them this? Our favorite thing has been breakfast, right? We love going to breakfast. This has been when we first started dating. We were going to IHOP one time when we were Can I?
ahead. I don't know
We
what
were
you're
going to
talking about,
IHOP, and we were driving he was driving his truck. And we got pulled over, and I found out. But this is so crazy. I found out his license was suspended, and then they ran my license, and my license was suspended.
Oh, wow.
But they locked.
So we on the side of the
me
road.
up.
They locked him up.
Wow.
Took him to jail.
Locked me up.
I'm on the side of the road like, oh my God, who can I call? Because I don't want nobody to know this, right? So my homegirl lived over there. I called her. I'm like, could you please come pick me up? You know, blah, 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 blah. Black is in some trouble, blah, 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 blah,
See the little box.
And I was just like, in my mind, I was like, I can't tell my friends this because they're gonna be like,
leave him alone.
Leave him alone. If I would have told them that he told me not to tell him I love him, girl, leave him alone.
Right.
If I would have told him he told me I can't meet his son, leave him alone. But in this relationship, I didn't tell anybody our business. Only my brother, and that was it.
I got a question. Why does it work, and why does it work?
Communication.
I was gonna say the same thing.
And
understanding one another.
Yeah, because I don't have to agree with you. You know, I just have to work hard to understand where you're coming from
and respect you.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't have to sit here. You don't have to try to beat it down for me to have your opinion. Yeah. I just have to understand where you're coming from. Yeah. And a lot of times in communication, we get so wrapped up into proving our point that we're not really listening to what the other person is saying.
That's true.
So what we do is we work hard at communicating, and it's tough.
It is.
To this day, it's tough.
I imagine.
To this day, but I can tell you, the more that we work on it, the better we get, the better our relationship is. Yeah. You know, it's just a beautiful thing. I love this woman with all my heart.
Man, I can listen to y'all. I can listen to this story all night, man. I think this is the part of the story. I'm sure y'all been telling it, but you know, a lot of people.
We haven't told the locked up. We tell little pieces.
Yeah, we didn't
oh
tell
wow,
them.
really?
This is the first time we
gotta do this again. We gotta wrap up, man. But I know y'all busy. I love to have y'all back. But y'all gotta, you know what? You can get more to Duncans. They gotta play.
Yeah,
Duncan. That's gonna be premiering in January.
Yes.
Which, by the way, y'all do a good job. You look like an old man for real today.
Thank you so much, son. Thank you so much.
Tell them your social media so they can find y'all and
mine is hers is Sherrell the Trainer.
Y'all can just go to our website, foreverduncan.com. Everything is there. The play is there. All of our social media handles, everything is there.
Make sure you come see the play, man. January 26th is amazing.
This is our pillow talk dream, right, baby?
Oh my God,
this is beautiful.
I love these two. I don't even know them that well, but in my mind, we friends. I thank everybody who tuned in tonight. Thank you for all your comments. I apologize. In that last segment, I was locked in. I couldn't read no comment, but I appreciate you listening. Everybody who tuned in, commented. Hey, these husbands, you know we love that.